time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Making side adjustments here. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Now on first down from the 28. Hand off from the gun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He wants to change this route. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got some room in to the goal line. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Vols have it with a 1st and goal. To the right, complete. Touchdown, Volunteers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got a little space. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that 1st down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Touchdown, Aggies! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Tennessee.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws into the middle of the field. Makes the catch down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab deep. Touchdown ball. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the corner. Nice move to pick up yardage. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch from side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
Quickly complete. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Plows through the defense. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. This is a designed run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's McDowell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What is this defense?
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my gosh. How do you drop that throw. My guy is wide open. That had 6 written all over it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Oh, they're after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. And the Vols will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll go right back to the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
The shotgun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Might be changing the route. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
working well behind the sticks on second down. Little over-anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. And they get him down.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Volunteers in the hurry up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. And the defense drags him down. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
Tight end now in motion. Powers forward. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the heat. Stands in and takes the hit.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Looking down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Get set, get set.
Snap in the shotgun. Steps away. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds. No time remaining on the clock, and that'll do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Vols will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. Quarterback keeper. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 35 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here is the Tennessee offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Volunteer! They take the lead with the 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those.
There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown ball. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day, but he's not there yet. But, man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely cooking.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making checks. Calls his own number. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. He'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, still looking. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to scramble. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Here we go.
They'll go to the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Let's see what they do on third down. Making side adjustments here. To get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
The give to the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you can tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Quick release on the RPO. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Gringo. Gaucho. Gorilla. Lion. Tuna.
Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Gonna look downfield again. He lets it fly. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can...
Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
And I think as a